Well, we're at episode 13, guys, of Behind the Music for SalvWreck Christmas, Volume 8. Now we're going to be talking about Sous, Profonde, which loosely translates to under pressure, deep underwater. The S-O-U-S, Sous, is under. Sous Pression, under pressure. Sous Profonde, underwater deep. You know what I mean? But I changed it around so it flows better, you know what I mean? Under pressure, deep underwater. It's a French title, of course, you know what I mean? This again is another track production that I pulled from the Castaway arc. Earlier I played on Castaway, I played the trailer for the James Bond joint, you know what I mean? And so at the end of that trailer, I also added the elements for the track Sous Pression when it's coming into the building scene, you know what I mean, at the end there. So that track's been around for a long time as well. I actually didn't have nothing written for this. You know what I mean, all I had was the title, Sous Pression, Sous Profonde. And I used French title because I took it in Camden County. I had 2 semesters of it. I enjoyed learning the language as much as I could. I really don't speak it, you know what I mean, as much as I used to. But I could always grab my textbook. I keep my textbooks, you know what I mean? So I still have my French textbook here, and I can always dive back into it again if I really want to. So that's the only I do say some other French stuff in here, like Sous Pression, Sous Profonde, Le Sabon de Truth, you know what I mean? Nauseating Truth, you know what I mean? So what I wanted to do with the production was make it sound like you was underwater, deep underwater, you know what I mean? And working your way back up to the surface. So that's why the track sounds like it sounds. Again, I didn't really need to add anything else to the production because I had it for so long already. So like the whole time I was always going back and tweaking things. And matter of fact, the beat was my Berkeley advisors from my culminating experience. Like that was her favorite track on the Castaway arc. Shout out to Katie Day from Shortcake Music out there in California. Didn't get together with her, but it's all good. Maybe next time, you know what I mean? So it came time to write the lyrics, man, and the first verse came kind of easy, you know what I mean? Under pressure, underwater, discover jewels and face, bench press, off the pressure, discard, uses weight, don't steady rising. Like I didn't want to come in with the hook, you know what I mean? I really wanted to set the track up. So that's why it's like a 2-part intro, right? And then it jumps right into the verse, stand still, now breathe. Now, the first verse was written, I loved the first verse. I mean, like I feel as though like that's the most perfect kind of wording I could have had for that verse and for this song. And I started writing the second verse, and it started out okay, but then it hit a roadblock. So I didn't come back to it for a little while. You know what I mean? And so I kept once in a while come back and adding lines, adding a couple lines here, a couple lines there. Then I finally got a full verse, and I still didn't like it. You know what I mean? Like I felt like it was losing the magic of that first verse. You know what I mean? So again, I just let it sit. You gotta sometimes let things just get off your plate and off your radar for a while and just go stew in its own juices before it's time for you to come back to it. So I say about a month before we recorded this. Oh, we recorded this in New York. I felt as though that kind of vibe was relevant to the atmosphere, you know what I mean? And my wife was on the track as well, saying Sous Pression, Sous Profonde on the bridge. I mean on the chorus. So it was only natural that I had her in the building when I recorded that song, you know what I mean? So she could see the full process of that thing coming to fruition. But yeah, so like a month before we went to the studio in New York, I was really chiming in and chipping away at that second verse to get it to where I wanted it to be. And by God's grace, I finally got it there. It took me listening to my Professor Reiner again, as far as like the lengthy word crowding, you know what I mean? So I did chop a lot out of that second verse, and it flowed together right. Now I say, okay, well, now that I have the flow of it right, I need to change some of the bars because they didn't really fit. You know what I mean? Like syllable wise, it did, but it didn't feel like it belonged there. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? So I went back and I reworded some things, and that's how the second verse came out, man. Like I said, we recorded this in New York. This was the second track. No, this was the third track. Again, thinking about my health. We did Mahogany first in New York, and then I did Castaway, and then we did Sous, Pression, you know what I mean? And then I dipped into the Blood in My Mind, because by that time my voice was tore up, but that's what that Blood in My Mind needed. So that's how that track came about, man. Brought it back to the crib, cleaned it up, did the comp edits on it, and put that in the, like, it was pretty much mixed before I put it in the bin, because like I said, I had this track for a while, so that's how that came about, man. Sous, Pression, Sous, Profonde. It's about being underwater, taking a moment to breathe, getting back to that surface. I even sing on this one a little bit. Had to put some Melodyne on him, you know what I mean? Because I can't do the singing thing like I used to, man. I used to sing in high school, like professional grade stuff, like Oh MuvMinterz, that's still my favorite piece to sing. And so I did a little singing on this thing, man, and I had to get some tuning onto it because it was horrible, you know what I mean? Not all the way horrible, but it needed some help, you know what I mean?